Welcome to another daily brief here at the Dakotan. On May 29th, we're almost to the end of May, a couple days left. Take advantage of those days. This day in history, it was on this day in 1953 that the summit of Mount Everest was reached by Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. This followed numerous failed attempts by others. They became the first climbers to surmount Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world at 29,032 feet. Also, on May 29th in 1917, a man by the name of John F. Kennedy was born. He would go on to become president of the United States. Of course, he passed away November 22nd in 1963. We have some news from around the state. Federal cuts threaten food access in North Dakota amid rising demands. Excuse me. It always helps if you're doing this that you have your right list up. So I apologize about that. Correction. North Dakota coal mine to become processing site for Minnesota nickel. A former coal mine near Beulah, North Dakota is set to be transformed into a nickel processing facility by Talon Metals, a Minnesota-based company. The Beulah Minerals Processing Facility will process nickel and copper ore from Talon's Tamarack mine in Minnesota, with operations expected to commence in 2028. This project, supported by $115 million federal grant and a total investment of $365 million, aims to create 150 jobs and reduce U.S. reliance on foreign sources of critical minerals. Tesla has contracted to purchase about half the nickel produced, and the Department of Defense is also anticipated to be a customer. Greenpeace challenges $667 million verdict, citing bias over pipeline protests. Greenpeace is seeking to overturn a North Dakota jury's $667 million verdict that held the organization liable for defamation and damages related to the 2016-2017 Dakota Access Pipeline protests. Attorneys argue the decision was driven by a desire to punish someone for the protest rather than grounded in factual evidence. The environmental group contends that the punitive damages are excessive and that the defamation claims lack merit, asserting that their statements were either true or protected opinions. Energy Transfer, the pipeline developer, maintains that Greenpeace actions cause significant financial harm and urges the court to uphold the jury's decision. And there was a major brine spill in northwest North Dakota that contaminates land and waterways. Significant pipeline failure in Williams County, North Dakota, has resulted in the release of approximately 3.1 million gallons of brine, which is a byproduct of oil extraction, into the environment. The spill, discovered by Continental Resources staff on May 26, 2025, occurred about 16 miles northeast of Williston and has contaminated nearby grassy land and an unnamed tributary that leads to Stony Creek. While the spill did not reach Stony Creek and has not affected drinking water sources, cleanup efforts are underway, including fluid removal, culvert blocking, and berm construction. The pipeline, installed in 2015 and equipped with a monitoring system, has been shut down and drained. Elon Musk criticizes Trump's big, beautiful bill for undermining government efficiency efforts. Elon Musk has publicly expressed disappointment with President Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, a comprehensive tax and spending package recently released by the U.S. House of Representatives. In a CBS News interview, Musk stated that the legislation increased the federal deficit and undermines the objectives of the Department of Government Efficiency aimed at DOGE, which he led. The bill, which extends 2017 tax cuts and increases defense and border security funding, is projected to add approximately $2.3 trillion to the national debt over the next decade. Musk's critique marks a significant rift between the tech billionaire and the Trump administration, highlighting internal tensions over fiscal policy and government reform initiatives. Of course, Musk has stated that he is no longer part of the federal government, as his 130-day time as a temp employee has come to an end. Also, locally, Minot introduces police chief candidates at public forum. Brought to you, this headlines brought to you by the Minot Daily. Yesterday, Minot residents attended a public forum to meet the three finalists for the city's police chief position. Inter Chief Dale Plessis, Michael Fry, and Edward Organ Jr. each candidate emphasized community engagement, transparency, and fostering a positive departmental culture. Plessis highlighted his commitment to building relationships between the department and community members. Fry, currently leading campus policing at Bismarck State College, stressed the importance of servant leadership and active listening. Oregon, with a background in the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, focused on accountability and involving officers in decision-making. The forum provided residents an opportunity to engage with the candidates and understand their visions for the department's future. Thank you for watching this episode of the Daily Brief. Of course, we're going to be live at 9 a.m. this morning to talk. It's going to be a good one. Kyler's excited about it. I will be too. It'll be a blast. Make sure that you tune in at 9 a.m. And also make sure that you join us on June 17th at 6 p.m. at the Mouse River Players Theater, where we'll be hosting the Minot mayoral debate. It's going to be a great time. We look forward to it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Have a great day.